Yo! Hi. So, I used to love spending money. Like, when I first started getting a little bit more money, I was so excited because I'm independent now and I can do whatever I want with this. So I used to love spending money, but I do realize that over some time, spending money on things that didn't matter really brought me to a depressive state. Like, sometimes I would buy like these really nice sunglasses or this piece of clothing, like a lot of feminine driven purchases, like shopping wise. But even like technology, I would love buying a computer or a camera, like something like that. A lot of times I felt super guilty afterwards, and I felt like it wasn't a justifiable purchase. I feel like I was robbing myself from my future, which is kind of true. Like, a lot of those expenses to me nowadays are not valuable. They're not things I would tell someone to, like, oh yeah, keep shopping, keep buying the latest iPhone, blah, blah, blah. But spending money sometimes does feel good because you do earn money for a reason. Like, you don't just earn money for it to accumulate and never spend it. Like, you do want to spend your money. But the question is, like, what should you spend your money on? So I realized, like, in the self-improvement journey type of thing, it is okay to spend money. It is okay to spend money on things that matter. And I figured I would share with you like the tiny list that I gathered for myself that I think, like, what are the best things you should invest in? What should you spend your money on? So I just wrote a little list on my phone. There are 7 things. It's just me thinking, what are some things that I don't feel guilty buying because I know it is worth the money? The first thing is books. People sometimes buy a load of books, I used to be one of them, and just to have them like sitting around. And I've heard this quote one time, instead of buying self-help books, you're buying shelf-help books. That's kind of funny. But it's true, it would just like stay there on your shelf and you never read them. Now I disagree with that because I realized that although I did buy some books in the past, it is stuff that I'm still curious about. And now when I'll see it, whatever sparks my interest, sometimes I'll just pick up a book that I've bought in the past and I'll open it and read it. Like, you never know when you're gonna need it. I think it's extremely valuable to, when you're curious about something, just buy the book. If you see something that sparks your interest, I don't even hesitate twice to buy the book, because you never know when, like, first of all, you're gonna satisfy your curiosity. You might not read the whole thing, but later on, it probably will come back because it is inside of you. It is something that is on your mind, so you're not gonna like lose that knowledge. Like, knowledge is the most precious thing you can acquire. So if I were you, like, who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows if you ever get a pandemic or whatever? If you have a load of books, you're set. Like, you can just dive deep into that and lose yourself and find yourself, I guess. Ooh, what a nice metaphor I just gave. I also started reading on my iPad. I have an iPad mini. It's probably been one of the best purchases. It's not on my list, but personally I've used my iPad so much because I do read a lot of books on there. Now I don't have to carry a lot of books with me. If I have my iPad, I know I have like 50 books on there that I can just read. That is just in my reach. So it's really nice to have like all the book in one. But I'm not saying buy an iPad, I'm just saying buy books, okay? Don't twist my words. Okay, the second thing that I think is worth the money, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but is skincare and hair care. Specifically after speaking to a professional. So something that I've done only this year is I went and got a facial, like a deep facial. It was my first time, and I spoke to the professional that was there. She found out like the perfect products for my skin type, the types of issues I was having, and having spent that money, putting like good quality products onto my skin has completely changed my skin, and it's made me feel better. It's made me feel like I look more attractive. I love myself more just from taking the time to investing into getting a facial, talking to someone and figuring out what works best for me. Because everybody goes online or talks to their friends and they all recommend their own products, but they're not you. Like, you have to have something specific to your skin. So doing that, and also same for my hair care. My hair right now is air drying, but I have been on my hair care journey. I've been investing in good quality products, professional products, taking care of my hair every single day. Every single day I have my hair care routine, just like my skincare. And I have seen growth in my hair, okay? So I know it looks short for you, but I swear, like 2021, I cut my hair to my shoulder. So like I'm getting some growth here. I'm so hype about that. Like for someone that's always had short hair, I'm like, okay, I'm getting, like it actually works if you actually take the time. So that's something to me that is extremely worth it, because it makes you feel better about yourself and you're taking care of yourself. And yeah, to me, that was one of my best investments. Number 3, therapy. Talking to someone when I was going through the darkest times of my life has been a lifesaver to me, because it was very hard for me to go to people that I knew or trusted. As weird as it sounds, it's really hard when you're in a vulnerable place to go to people that you love and trust, because you almost don't want to put that burden onto them. And talking to a therapist has allowed me to talk to someone that is neutral, that doesn't know my past, that can listen to my story, analyze a little bit like what I went through without putting their own perspective of what they knew about me beforehand. Like they are a neutral person that you can talk to, and to me, that is valuable, because when you talk to people that you know well or that know you well, they will kind of talk to you through the lens that they view you or what they think is right. Like we listen to our friends like they're actual professionals, but they don't have their shit together. Like who are we to listen to them? Like most of our friends or family, they all have like fucked up shit. Not that therapists don't, but they're trained to put their stuff aside to help us, but not our friends or our family. So going to therapy has been a huge investment that I've done in my life. That's been extremely rewarding because I've overcome my darkest times. Okay, number 4, a life coach or mentorship. So I've never had a life coach, but I've done mentorship before, and I've actually done mentorship for people as well. And there are times where I realize, I've had mentors here and there where they kind of didn't know they were my mentors, but I kind of viewed them as my mentors. But I've been an active role in some people's lives as their mentor, and it's been not only rewarding for me, but I can see how valuable it is to them to talk one-on-one with someone that went through what they want to go through and learn from me. And not that I'm like this high goddess person that everybody should learn from me, but there are some things in my experiences or my background that some people aspire to have, and for me to be able to personally share my knowledge and how I went through it and answer questions that they may have is so valuable. You can't get that from anywhere else. Like I am that first-hand experience that you can talk to. So if you have someone that you can pay to be their mentor, like I'm not saying me specifically, but someone like me, that is someone you would want. Let's say you want to be a professional athlete as well. The fact that like a professional athlete offers mentorship, how cool is that you can talk one-on-one with someone like me that would tell you exactly how things are. You don't have to like try to guess through the internet or through fans or whatever. Like you actually get that one-on-one interaction. That is so valuable, and I think that's something that is worth investing. The mentors that I had in my life has literally shaped who I am today. I've looked up to them, I've mimicked their behaviors, I've listened to their philosophy of life, and I try to apply it to my life. Like what they've told me, I really took in because I looked up to them. And it's so nice to be able to take advice from someone that you would trade your life with, because you're like, wow, their life is amazing. But now it's like, obviously it's not doable and you want to live your own life. So you try to do your life just like them, but even better, because you learn from their mistake. And I think like, honestly, that is so smart. Instead of, we do learn from mistakes. Like that's what good people do. They learn from their mistakes. But what if you just talk to someone that tells you what they did as their mistake, so you have a step ahead to not make that same mistake? Like, you don't have to like go through all the hard times to understand things. Like, you can listen to someone's journey and understand that you shouldn't do something and not make the same mistake. So I think that's what's so valuable into mentorship, because you have that one-on-one connection, relationship that really teaches you valuable things that you cannot find everywhere. Okay, number 5, good quality food. People think sometimes like it sucks to eat healthy because it's expensive. Do you realize that without food, and obviously water, but without food, we could not survive? Like, okay, don't argue with me. Don't be that little pussy that tells me like, oh yeah, well technically we can't survive without food if you just like fast and eat broth or like, no. Just be realistic. Like, every human being normally just eats food every day, okay? Like me and you. People that have like the luxury to have access to food. Okay, you get the point. We have to eat food every day. That is something you put into your body, like your beautiful body, your temple. You're telling me you're gonna put shitty ass quality food into your body to nourish it? Look at everything that it does for you. It pumps blood throughout your whole body. It makes you move. It makes you breathe. It makes you think. You wanna put some nasty ass shit into your body? What does that tell you? That's how you think, that's what you think you deserve? Like, oh, that irks me. Like, the people that just decide to eat processed food thinking like, do you realize like you eating shitty food, maybe it's going to be cheaper to get like a $5 McDonald's over like a $12 salad, but in the long run you're going to end up being fucking obese, and then you're going to have to go to the hospital and have all these bills because you can't treat yourself. Like, I know this sounds rough. I'm just giving you a rough picture, and there's gray areas for sure, but I'm just giving you the idea that whatever you put into your body is so important. And if you have to spend just those extra dollars to put nourishing, high quality food, that's worth it. That is so worth it. Not only does it like make you healthier, but it gives your body like what it needs to flourish, to evolve, to be better, to be healthy. Like, that's self-respect. That's honestly self-respect. So I think you owe that to yourself, to give yourself good quality food. Number 6, cleaning services, cooking services, and deliveries like groceries and stuff. To me, that is so valuable. I say that to every point, but that's the point of my list, to give you the most valuable investments. It's so good to have like pay someone to do things for you, like cooking or cleaning, things that make you save time, because cleaning is very easy for me. I almost like enjoy it. It's like therapeutic. So I don't have a cleaning service. I've considered it sometimes just to save me time, but that's something that's really not a priority because I don't find it that useful. But grocery deliveries or like meal deliveries, not like DoorDash. I mean, you can, because it is technically a meal delivery, but I'm talking like pre-made meals that are like clean foods, you know, that there are so many online. Getting that delivered saves you hours of your life. Do you realize the number of hours we waste by going grocery shopping? I want to be at a point in my life like, yeah, I want to enjoy, like romanticize my life and go grocery shopping, but a lot of times it's like, no, I cannot afford this luxury right now because I got shit to do, I got dreams to chase, there are things I need to do, and I cannot waste my time just going grocery shopping. So it is worth for me to pay that $10 on Instacart per month just to get my groceries delivered, because it saves me tons of time. So much time. And it's not as expensive as you think. Like, for example, I'll set my rate, my hourly rate for just working as $120 an hour. Like, that's what I think I'm worth right now. For example, I'm not gonna do something like grocery shopping where I waste 2 hours. That's $240 that I'm wasting going grocery shopping, when I can pay $10 and then work on other things that can make me more money. Does that make sense? Like, it is just not worth it for me to spend time going grocery shopping. I don't know if I made my point clear. I hope you get it. I could make a whole other video about that. But it is so important that if you have things like that you want to achieve that takes time, why waste it going grocery shopping or cooking or cleaning? Like, those are basic things that you can do for that other people can do for you. And this kind of goes into my last point, my last investment. Delegate. Oh wait, what did I say? Delegate. yeah, just delegate or have like a personal assistant. That's something that honestly, like, I need to hold myself accountable for that, because I have this YouTube channel, but I do my all my edits, all my like cuts and everything. I do it. If I could just hire someone to just do that for me, that would save me so much time, and then I can do more things, and then I can produce more things, I can learn more, I can give more value. But I lose so much, oh my god, it makes me so bad. I lose so much of my own time just doing things by myself, when other people out there want the experience, they want to work, they want to do the edits, they want to be your assistant. Some people are out there looking for that type of work, literally on Upwork or Fiverr. There's people that are just willing and wanting to do that type of work. I just need to do it. I just need to like hire someone. I don't do it because I honestly still have a trouble like realizing I have to send like my unedited versions to them. Like, not honestly, with these type of videos, it really doesn't have like many edits to do anyways, because I just ramble and I don't say anything special. But my other like longer form videos, like sometimes I would have to like re-say a couple things, and I say something that comes off so wrong, and I'm like, ugh, I don't know, I feel like cringe to send that to someone for them to look up for it. But I have to overcome that, because truly it doesn't matter. It literally robs me from my dream when I think about it. Like, it robs me from one of my dreams of becoming like a YouTuber, because I'm wasting so much time editing myself. I'm freeing less time for myself to produce more videos and more chances to grow. Like, ugh, this is such a self-sabotaging thing. So to me, it would be valuable, maybe after this video, I'm gonna literally go hire someone. It would be valuable to delegate some work that I don't need an expertise in, like someone else is better than me at doing it, more efficient. Hire someone to do that, to free up my time and work on things that I can give to you, like more value. I can consume more books, podcasts, and create more things for you to digest. So yeah, those were my top things of what you should spend your money on. Like, best investments. A best investment is also like investing your money. But like, I don't know much about that. I just do it, and I have my people that do it for me. That could also be in the list. For spending money, like if you don't invest your money in like typical stocks or mutual funds or whatever, you need to realize like what gives you a higher return. Like, what can you spend that gives you a higher return? So that could be books, that could be delegating, that could be cleaning, cooking services, that could be therapy, that could be hair and skincare products, and that could also be, what's the other one that I don't have? Oh, mentorship, and then finally good quality food. Like, I think that's amazing. I'm so proud of what I just said right there. This is some valuable stuff, you guys. Okay, I'm going crazy. Thank you for listening. I hope this was super valuable, and I will see you tomorrow. Ouch, fuck, I thought I was gonna do a 360. I'll see you tomorrow. My foot. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Love you. Mwah.